Hey guys and gals, let's unbox and have a look at the Scrapyard by Lego City. This is set number 60472. Contains 871 bricks, retails for $79.99, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego. This does look like a very interesting set. So we have appears to be junk cars, which look more like illegal street racing cars than anything else. Yeah, this one looks interesting. And then here's the top here. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 minifigures, probably a guard dog and some accessories. And here's the back of the box. And looks like we get all sorts of stuff and customize your cars. So I guess we can swap bumpers around and tires and stuff. It looks like the crane works. I think the crusher works. It's hard to say. Well, the only way to find out is to build this set, but before we can do that, let's unbox it. Let's see what kind of goodies are in the box. These crude thumb pusher things. Okay, there we go. Anything else lurking in there? No, there is not. Okay. Boy, Lego now is making these things really high gloss. You can even see the ring light in the camera. Cool. Looks like a mirror. That's an 8x16 tile. We have several number bags. How many we don't know. We'll take a look here. Oh, there's a 6. Oh, I found an 8. Oh, there's a 6x14. I'm not sure how I'm going to divide this up for the build. Depends on how many bags there are. Okay. Alright, we found 4. Yeah. Does it come with the brick separator? Indeed it does. So that answers our question. And the leftover parts. And this. Let's see what we have in here. I wonder if this thing's going to be caked with stickers. It probably will be, but we'll find out eventually. And always check your envelopes just to be safe. Well, I don't see any stickers so far. Maybe it's all printed. So it looks like the way this is broken down. Oh, spoke too soon. Well, before we get into that, there's only a few stickers. I think I can survive that, don't you? So the way this is broken down looks like several people can build this. What is that, 5 building guides? So let's say this is all modular. It means up to 5 people can assemble this set. Now, does the box even tell me that this can be built by multiple people? No, and I wish Lego would do that, but we don't know if it can be. Well, the only way to find that out is to go to my second channel, Build It, and I'll let you know. Here's the Scrapyard all assembled. Look at all the fun things we could do here. We have 4 minifigures, a little dog, and some junk car parts. Like this is stuff like it has been crushed. And don't worry, we're going to take a close tour in a bit. So we do have 2 vehicles here. This one's in the crane here. That could be removed. And these are not too bad. And of course these do open up for minifigures. Just take a quick look at these. Not too bad. And you could just put these right in your city. They're pretty much complete. Now, in addition, you do get the brick separator. You will need this because you'll have to pop these wheels off and put them on your little stubs there to sell your tires. And here's the other vehicle here. This one looks pretty good. Top of this does come off. This windscreen has got some scuffs and scratches in it. We'll get to that in the review. So that's what the inside of this one looks like. These look too nice to be junk cars. But as long as your cars are about this size, they'll fit into the car crusher. And you can store your cars right on this rack here. That's what we have right in this area. Here's the crane. This does rotate. It's got nice action, but raising this up and down is a bit of a chore. I really have to get in here and muscle this down. You have to really do this. It's just stiff, so it feels like this thing's about to break. And this also does come out all the way. Whoops, we don't want to do that. And it goes in and stuff like that. In addition, you can just pick up cars. So it does work. And we got the little shop here. Got some tools. Now what does this look like in the back? That's essentially what it is. So it looks like you just have a little area for the shop, and this lever here controls the car crusher. So basically you push this in and it's supposed to spit some stuff out in the front. So let's do a quick demonstration before we take the close-up tour. So let's say you were to pick this car up here. Let's do it like this to make it better. We put it on the rack here, and you rotate this around, you drop it down, you put your car in here. Now it does hold the weight. Then we can just rotate this around here. You may want to have your doors open before you do this. These sometimes can be a challenge to open up. And then you can just drop your car in there. So let's say I were to bring this out a bit and drop the car in there. Now you don't want to drop it in there, you don't want to break it. Just set it in there. It fits right inside. You close this up. Now if you want to simulate this, you just stick one of these in here. There's a spot right on the side. We just lift up this little wicker door, stick this in here, and you can make it look like your car is getting crushed. You just push this lever in the back, and you just have this thing spit out a portion of the car. So it almost looks like we're crushing cars here. And it's thought out very well, and this thing does feel very solid. And I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out, but let's take a closer look. Here's a close-up of that white sports car. It does have a nice color scheme. And then, here's the crushed portions of cars. So I think each one is supposed to represent a part of a certain vehicle. This one here goes with the black one right here. And let's get these out of the way. We'll take a closer look at our minifigures. Nice bunch. Let's close up of this little dog here. It's supposed to be the guard dog. Doesn't look like the one on the picture. Here's that car crusher. We'll take a better look at that here in a second, but we do have a nice selection of tools here hanging on the wall. Little controls and stuff. That looks pretty good. There's the head office. There's the crane attached to the top. This right here is just so stiff, so you gotta be very careful with that. Little octane barrel, and all you do is just pop off your tires and set them on these Technic pins. Now the bumpers and the rears do come off the vehicle, so you could scrap these cars out and make them into other models if you want. So for example, this piece comes off here, and so does this one. But these are too nice. We don't need to be putting these in the crusher. Here's another windscreen that got a scratch on it. So you just set your cars, and they do stay in place. It's pretty sturdy for what it is. You would just put your cars right up in here. Right between the tires. Pretty cool. Now, everything you see here is modular, so up to 5 people can assemble the set at the same time. Makes a nice group project. There's the inside of that little office. Pretty cool. Not a whole lot of room in there. Just enough room to set a minifigure down. The side of that crane. Nothing really exciting. Here's the lever for the crusher. That's what it looks like inside. So basically what you do is you just set your cars in here. And that's it. So even if you slid this in, this does really nothing inside. It just moves the platform. We just close these up here. Looks more like a shipping container than anything else. And then right here, we just pull this up. We could set that right in there. Now if you want, you could set both of them in there. Just toss that in there. And then you would just push the lever in. Well, I got to pull it out first. And you would just do this. It will shove it out very slowly. I like these things here. They're pretty cool. It's like probably just have fun throwing things in it to watch them go through that. It's like almost something you'd see like in a baggage claim area of an airport. All in all, though, this set has a lot of stuff to do. It is fully playable. Yeah. It looks pretty busy. It looks pretty cluttered, which is really good because this is something you'd see in real life. And I'm overall pleased with the build. How pleased? Well, here are my thoughts. Let's start with play value. As you can see, this set is a very highly playable model. So in addition to having the two cars, we also got this rack, we got the crane, you got the shop that you can play around inside, as well as the car crusher. A lot of people are going to be playing with this. And it's pretty good with play value. And in addition to play value, this set can be built to up to 5 people, so you and a couple of buddies can put this set together. This would make a wonderful group or family project to put together in an afternoon, and it was highly fun to put together. Build quality is also pretty good, with the exception of this. This is very stiff, as you saw. So you're really going to have to muscle this. It feels like this thing's about to break. Everything else, though, seems pretty sound with this set. I didn't have anything fall off while constructing this set, so build quality is pretty good. Build experience is also okay with this model. I did have a few instances with stickers, but nothing major with the build. Just 1 or 2 stickers I put on crooked, especially on this crane. These right here sometimes could be a bit of a chore to put on, but that's not too bad. The only thing I have to mention is the way the set was packed. There was a few windscreens that were scuffed. We'll get into the score in a bit on that one. Now, it looks as if this set could be dropped into a Lego city. You could put the car crusher in there as well as this rack and the crane, but the back of this needs to be finished off. So I bet if you just put a wall back here, this would be a complete model. So you can just pick this up and put it in your city. In addition, the cars are about 7 to 8 studs wide. They would fit on Lego roads, so this would be really perfect for a Lego city. So the cars are already done for you. You could just pick them up and drop them in, which is really cool. So my final score in the set is going to be a 6.5 out of 10. Sadly, for a highly playable model, a lot of these glass pieces came in scratched and pitted. I don't know what the Lego group is doing over there. They need to package those up in a separate bag because I'm tired of getting those scratched and pitted. It just makes the set feel used and cheap. Maybe with enough complaints it may change that, but I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future. But nonetheless, if you get a set that's not scratched and pitted, it's not a bad build. This is a highly playable model. Even I enjoyed putting this together. You got plenty of accessories to go with it. I mean, this looks really fun. But tell me what you think of the Scrapyard